This is Master Kambai. Welcome to this new replay commentary. Today we got a guest back. He was there for, I believe, 2 or 3 games already. You can now present yourself.
Hello, everybody. My name is jakester897. You could just call me Jake if you'd like. I play Advanced Wars and I do some other things too. And I'm here to discuss a replay I had with Master Kanbai over here.
That's very good. So let's do this. I believe you are now in charge. And in case people are wondering, yes, my voice sounds weird because, as I said, I use a old microphone until I get a new one or until I get a new PC, and this costs a lot of money and I'm poor, so it will take a while, but I hope guys will get used to my voice.
Yeah, I'm sure as long as you're bringing the good commentary and good analysis on your replays, the extra production value is a bonus, but it's not a requirement. So I'm sure the fans out there, the real fans out there, they're gonna accept you anyway.
That's what I think as well, but nice insight. So you can go ahead, man. Okay, no, we need to start with the map and the seals. I'm in such a rush. I don't know why. It's just like that. So this map is trash. What is your feeling toward the map?
I had some fun on it, but it kind of like everything connects to the center. I find like it's always a bunch of action going on in the center, and then there's a back and forth. These properties, or this comm tower and this property on the side is sort of like, if the opponent can get to it, but it's meant to be yours. So for example, on the left, this is quote unquote mine, but green can kind of fight for it, and vice versa on the other side.
Yeah.
I don't like the black boat here. I think it's like, it might help you once in the entire game, and then it just quickly becomes useless. And then you gotta select it and hit wait on it every turn for no reason. I really don't like that. Because I'm lazy. Yeah, I don't hate this map. I don't know if there's something like abusable about it that you can like cheese it easily and it turns the games unfun. But what are your thoughts?
Okay, so I have so many reasons why I dislike this map. I have so much hatred for this map, and this map is a mistake. It should not be part of the Global League, and here's the why. You see, forest here, it's slowing down. So the HQ is really exposed, and it's a chore, if I can say it that way. It's really painful to reinforce the HQ, and this is also really painful to get that tower in that building as well. So this is a really disgusting map, because on the sides it's really hard to reach the sides, but you got the HQ, a tower on the side, so it's kind of awful. But there's so much value in these buildings that it becomes a slugfest in the center, and if someone is smart enough, he can like steal the tower and a building. And in this specific map, if you got both tower, there's a lot of chance you will win the game. Now, it's not automatic, but it's a huge advantage because it's painful to reach both towers and both buildings. So this map is truly awful. Like, usually when you can deny your opponent a tower, it's fine. If you can get both towers, usually the opponent can still win if he outplays you and if he is smarter than you. But in this map, there's no way he can win if a player has both towers. Now, another issue, the black boat. As you said, it's pointless. There's no point of that. Now, another issue, too many forests in the center, so this gives a huge advantage to indirect unit, and you used the indirect unit well during that game. I didn't really, because I didn't have the time to place them well. And yeah, another issue, that pipe. So if you take out that entire pipe, you improve the map already, because you can front shift, and you can front shift in the middle, like you want to reinforce there, but then you realize this is under attack, so you can switch. And another issue is that forest, you see. In our game, it didn't really impact the game, but on many of my games, I have seen someone hiding an infantry there, and then having a lot of units, and then just bomb rushing the HQ. And because it's impossible to reinforce, good luck like killing someone. So the HQ is more exposed than usual, and it's really awful. Like, I don't mind exposed HQ. There's a lot of maps I like with exposed HQ, but this is bringing like exposed to a whole new level, because near the HQ there are forests. You can get slowed down, and it's some kind of choke point. Even if it's larger than one tile, it's still really tight to pass through that. It's just really awful as a map. But that's just me, and based on what I heard on my team replay commentary we did on Friday like a few days ago. I say that, but this video we are doing right now will be uploaded like a month later, but whatever. People who have seen it know what I'm talking about. We had Go7 and we had Countby, two really high rated player, really strong player, and they were both saying the previous rotation, the one in June, was awful. And this map, Shoal C, is one of the map in that rotation. So we are not crazy to dislike this map. Now let's go over to the COs. Why did you pick Jake?
So I didn't really pick him for this reason, but if you look at the center of the map, it's like, you know, these cities that we're sort of arguing over a little bit, and then there's a lot of plain tiles, and you know,
yeah,
Jake's good on plains, so, and the other COs aren't to my taste in this tier, and bam, perfect map for Jake. I don't think there's anything particularly wrong with this pick.
Jake is a very good choice. So I think Jake is one of the strongest CO in tier 4. He is good on a lot of maps, including this one, because as you can see, most buildings are surrounded by plains. So this is a really strong, and these forests in the center, they are really stupid. They should take out, it should be a very open map. Take out all the forests, you already improved the map, but there's much more than just the forest to improve the map. But take out the forests and you already improved the map a lot. Like find other tile, like road tile, and more road tile. Look, Cole needs some love. I think Cole is a much better option than usual in this map, but Jake is just better than Cole. Now I picked Jess because I do like to play Jess times by time, and I kind of suspected you would go Jake because Jake is like the CO, the most popular in this tier. So I'm like, okay, I will pick Jess, at least it won't be a full-on mirror match. So that's my thought process. Now you are in charge. Before we go any further, would you like to add anything else to the intro?
Yeah, so something I'm noticing right now that I wasn't really thinking about was with these two tiles in particular, if you like split the map down the middle, you know, that's on the green side. But because of these mountains and forests making it so hard to get to these, and also I have two bases on the same half of the map as these two, like this could belong to either player, really. It's kind of a toss-up. And the same thing on the other side as well.
That's one of the few reasons why this map is awful. The tower and the building are very, very contested. So as you said, it can belong to either player. And I think it was made on purpose. And I think the player that did this map didn't really play a lot of Global League. And I think he didn't add that much experience, or he was low rated, one of the two. There's no way someone I rated would have created a map like that. I am sorry to be so harsh, but here we are honest. I won't lie about a map. Let's be honest. Like that's one thing I like about people when they are honest. So yeah, these towers and that building, they are really, really contested. Like, most of buildings in this map are contested. In this map we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 contested building. Now in some map having 8 contested building is amazing, but this map is too small and they are all clumped up like around the same area. Even if that tower and that building are like on the side, they are still near the center. So it's really a slugfest. This map is really a slugfest, and sometimes we go on the sides, but that's just the way the map was done. Now, another issue with this map, I forgot to mention it. When you go tier 1, there's only one good seal, Von, and this is very, very sad. Now, if you play Hawk, you can still win. If you play Javier, you can still win, but Von is kind of broken in this map. So most tier 1 map end up being like Von versus Von or something like that, and that's boring. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I can imagine Javier if he gets that second con tower. That's lights out.
But that's the thing with Javier. If he ends up against Von, be sure he won't get any of the 2 towers. So this is why you cannot really count on Javier in this map. The tower are too contested, and if the other player that faces off the Javier is good enough, he will just deny both tower and win. So that's why Javier is not really an option. And as you said, he can get both, but if Javier get both tower, this means the other player wasn't good enough to deny both towers. And it's really easy to deny towers. I've played the entire game without towers in that map because that map is just poorly made. Like, in some maps you can deny the tower and like deny it for like 3-4 turns, and these 3-4 turns really hurt the player that doesn't have the tower. But in this map you can deny the tower the entire game because the map is trash.
Yeah, that's kind of the impression I'm getting at this point. not the best map. Although I don't know, how are maps selected to be part of Global League?
So what's going on? Time by time, I'm guessing mods on Advanced Wars by Web Moderator and people that like deal with the website, like the people in charge of the website. They go over all of the new maps. And they're like, oh, this one looks like a cool Global League, so let's read in the description, and if it's marked down Fog of War, then we will place this there. Or sometimes they look into the description, they see it's Fog of War, but some people in the admin and moderator are probably more suited to rank the maps, and they list some maps as casual. But maybe some of them are lazy, or maybe some of them don't have that much experience on listing. I know it's the moderator things and the people in charge. They're the ones choosing where the map will go. So when there's a new map, sometime when it's marked down none, this means none of the moderator or admin of the website have seen the map. Or sometimes the map is just too old and it gets forgotten. So I'm guessing what happened. One of the mods seen that map. He was like, oh, I kinda like it. And then he listed the map as Global League. and this ends up in Global League, and probably realized later on it was a bad decision, but it was kind of too late. So what I could do is maybe not bringing back the map in any future rotation. I actually forgot if it's part of the current rotation here in July. I hope it's not. I've seen like the rotation, but I don't know it by art. All I know is there's 3 light pace map this time around, and I'm really pissed off. I'm really salty about that. I hate light pace. So
yeah. How many maps are in the pool again? Is it like 10, 9?
I think it's like 11 or 12. I'm not quite sure. Maybe it's 10. Maybe we'll look into it after the replay. Both replays,
sure.
because we got 2 replays.
Yeah, sure. I could talk about this. I have a couple ideas already. But anyway, let's get to the game, shall we?
Yeah.
So yeah, we have Jess versus Jake on Schulze. Let's see how we start. I'm sure there are going to be no major surprises here. Whoa, you moved that black boat.
That game lasted almost 2 months. And that's funny because I think that was one of the first few games I've played in this map.
Oh, really? That's interesting. Yeah, let's see. Okay, pretty obviously we're both going for this base as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Going for the airport.
Here is the first mistake, but here again, that was one of the first few times I played the map, so I didn't really have a good grasp of the map. The best opening on this map is this infantry should go here, because there's a capture chain. But you see, on my first few games, because many games on that map were like that, where I was just chilling, sending infantry there. Sometimes I was passing by the mountain for some reason, because when I'm not used to a map, I do stupid stuff and I don't really think about the map. It's just after a lot of games in the map, I realize, oh, this is how it should be. And this infantry should always go this way for these 2 buildings. This is another issue with this map. This infantry there should always go for these 2 buildings. Always. And when you force an opening to a player, it's already bad for a map that should be Global League or stuff, because everyone will play the same way and we won't see anything new.
Yep, that's true. I don't think I ended up going for that either, though. So yeah, I'm just trying to push on this side, make sure nothing gets nicked over there, because I know, there are mountains right there. It's gonna be hard to navigate over there, and so I'm like, all right, I should get some captures going as soon as possible. Make sure you don't pull any shenanigans.
Now you did another mistake. You didn't go for the city in the building.
Yeah.
The corner.
I'm actually surprised to see that. I'm not sure why I didn't.
It's
possible.
Since it wasn't
I didn't even
May,
see it.
Since it wasn't May, maybe it was like by the time of our first collab, I guess. Maybe.
Yeah, I guess
we started
we'll go with...
like back in April or May. I cannot really remember. I know we did like 3 or 4 of them, but maybe that was by the time we started doing videos together. Maybe.
Yeah, we'll go with that explanation, because I don't know. Maybe I just didn't see the city. It's all the way in the corner. That's not usual, So maybe I'll like mentally block out the corner.
I say that, but I'm guessing I will do the same because I'm not used to the map and I do stupid stuff when I don't know the map.
Find out. No, you went
for it. Actually do it.
Nice. Yeah, not cutting through is fine here because you're still going to end up being able to capture this. You also have the option of this. I don't know which one you end up going for. We'll see. Okay, I do end up capturing that pretty quickly. I don't leave it till like 30 turns from now. I've definitely blundered in that sort of way before, so glad to see I didn't do that.
You see, I did something stupid. I went for the mountain instead of the plain, and this result into me not taking the chain. That's the kind of stuff I do when I'm not used to a map. And I say that,
Yeah.
and that's funny because I just played a Lash versus Olaf game, and I did a huge blunder because I know there are chains, and I actually broke one of my chains, but by reflex, I didn't realize, and this delayed my base capture, but at least I got a bit more money, you know, but I've realized I'm like, oh, should I resign right now because it's day 3 and I already did something wrong, but then I realized maybe the guy does worse. I really don't know. So I take some gambles sometimes.
Yeah, I recently had a game where I wasn't thinking at all and didn't go for the base. I just went for a property, and then I didn't really like take advantage of that extra money in my build either. So it was starting out with a pretty big disadvantage. Here, I move this infantry here. I guess I want to capture the comm tower instead of this, but I don't know.
So here it's kind of bad going for tower instead of building. It's really early. Even if the towers are really contested, go for
Yeah,
money.
you're not gonna be there anytime soon, so I'm not really sure why I decided to do that.
New map effect.
Yeah, true. Okay. Alright.
By the way, did you receive the new invite?
I did. I think I readied up. I think it's another Sasha mirror.
Are you kidding me? Why? Why did you pick my favorite waifu? Why?
I don't know.
That's my waifu.
I get. The past couple tier 1 games I've been challenged to. I've been choosing her as well. Wait, hold on, back up. Okay, I guess it's two moves away either way, no matter what I choose, so that's fine. Hey, I finally went for the ideal spot.
Will you go for the chain or the building right beside you? That's the true question here.
That is, yeah, we'll find out. Right. Do I build a tank here, obviously. Although, if I don't think it's the end of the world. But, I feel like it puts me in a weird position, at the very least. Okay. Now, early on here, I don't know, just tanks are just pretty good.
I hope they are.
Here, okay, I went for another comm tower.
You were starving. You really wanted that firepower.
I suppose so. I suppose I was thinking something along the lines of, oh, Jess has 10% extra vehicle attack. I want even more than that. I want 20% extra attack. Plus, if I'm on a plane,
you're grim like
that's
without 30%. Weakness.
Yeah.
So this will give you a huge advantage. This is why this map is really disgusting. You already got 2 tower, and it will be hell on earth for me to get at least one of the 2, because you're Jake and I'm Jess. So you already, like, at that point, I won't say you already won, because it's later on, but you already have a huge lead. And this is because of bad map design. At last, I do something smart, and I go for the chain.
Oh wait, where? Here? Oh, whoops.
Exactly.
Yep. Yeah, going for those chains is a good idea. Definitely. So the way your center is set up right now, if I'm not careful, this could end poorly for me. I think I do play somewhat cautiously. I'm in a forest, I'm not just out in the open. Alright, so here I bring my tank over to this left side. I think at the time I was worried about getting my HQ pounded upon, or
Bad
something
map
like
design.
that. Yeah, and also I kind of want to retain the fact that I have both towers, so sending a tank over here is probably a good idea if I want to do that. But everything ends up funneling towards the center, so I mean, I don't know. It wasn't a bad move by any means, but
It was
just
fine.
something worth noting. Okay. Alright. Get my guy blown up. That's no fun.
Let's kill the blues. By the way, why are you Blue Moon if you use Jake?
I think Blue Moon's just the default army. Each map has a default color for each side, right? And then you can choose whatever color you want.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure Blue Moon is just the default, and it takes like 2 clicks to change it. You think I have the energy to click twice?
Oh my, I thought I was lazy. And now I got trapped, but it doesn't show. So yeah, this is the moment I realized you had both towers, because I see you capping the building. I'm like, oh no, he has both towers.
Yeah, I guess we'll wait till the end of the turn. I was gonna do like a take stock of the situation, sort of. Okay. That's probably a fine move.
That was a really good move.
What, putting my infantry in front?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know why I moved in this direction, but honestly, everything is kind of close enough, so not a huge deal either way. Here I built a copter and a recon as well, because I have no recon, and vision is important. Yeah, I see you built a recon on this turn as well.
That was a really good turn for you. These builds are great. Good use of money.
Yeah, I used exactly what I had in my bank. That's always a good feeling when you have exactly 0 left. Alright, so let's take stock of the situation. We have even income. I am capturing 3 properties, however, and you'll be able to stop one of them.
Yeah. You got a better capture game than me. However, you do not have that building yet, and this will slow you down. But as I said, you got a much better capture game at that point, because you took good use of your starting infantry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Our unit value is probably about as close as it should be, considering I'm player 2. Actually,
You got more money because you got that extra infantry. So this means you had, like by default, 1 extra building. And since you killed 3 of my people, then there we go.
yeah, okay, that explains it. So yeah, I would say if you were to just be handed this position and asked which side you want to play for, I think I would rather play blue here.
Same here.
Some advantages you do have though are you do have an artillery, and artillery are good on this map, so you can maybe slip one into the forest. You have an anti-air, and I don't, and then I have a battle copter. These kind of are comparable in value. It depends on what happens tactically, but you have like a slightly more varied.
I think battlecopters are much better than anti-air because anti-air are there for two reasons: counter air unit and kill infantry walls. Battlecopters, they can do much more. They can smash tanks, medium tanks, neo tank. They can interrupt cap. They do a lot, and they are very mobile, so they can go really far away. So I think battlecopter is really good, and it's better than anti-air, but I don't like Air Force surprise. That's why I went for the anti-air. I was like, I got the money, I will get my anti-air. I don't like battlecopters. Well, I like them on my side, but I don't like them on the other side, you know?
Right, yeah. No, I think it's probably a good idea to get in the habit of building anti-airs in Fog, even if you aren't certain your opponent built a copter. You don't want to have one rain down on you unexpectedly and then have nothing for it.
Exactly.
Yeah, so yeah, my point was you have some things going for you, but probably blue's in a better spot as of right now. Alright, so then you start capturing this. I really forget if you ever end up capturing this building, but you go for it quite a few times. So I guess we'll find out.
You see how painful this is? Jess infantries, they are so awful.
Yeah, I was about to say,
and you got
did,
2
like,
towers.
so little damage. You get trapped.
I should have expected that one, but I was like, ha ha ha, maybe he did not. And then got trapped.
Okay, you slip a recon in and you can see my entire existence, so...
So
okay, actually,
I moved
things
my
are...
artillery there because I knew you would not see it going there. And even if you decide to attack with your infantries, I'm out of range and I can counterattack and maybe kill one of your infantries, or a better prey if I am lucky enough and I could shoot your tank.
Yeah, honestly, like, what you have going on here in the middle is very scary. My tanks are kind of all spread out. You have 2 in the center here, and then you have the artillery backing them up. You have a recon, so you can see everything. Yeah, no, this is something I had to deal very smartly with. I don't even know how I kind of dealt with this.
I think in this map I had a really good start despite a trash capture game, but everything fell apart like mid-game to late game. But we will see. I even forgot where exactly I felt like I was losing, but I know I felt like I was losing for a few turns before I resigned. I know there's a spoiler, but hey, let's speak about that. Like, I knew I was losing for a few turns, but then I knew I won already like 2 or 3 games against you, and I was like, I can't believe that. No, my pride is taking that hit. And then I realized that was the end, and I resigned.
Yeah, that's okay. I don't mind if people don't give up too easily, you know. It's up to me to...
I do mind. Personally, I do mind. When I see it's 30 days in and I feel like I am winning and my opponent just doesn't resign, I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? But that's just me. Like, we had a game that went for 50 days, and that was a trash Olaf mirror in a trash map. I'm so done playing it. And at some point I resigned, but we had a stalemate. We were even in unit count and economy, but I resigned because I was just done playing that. That's not fun. Like, there are a lot of trash mirror match. Mirror match in general are boring and bland or bad, but Olaf is one of the worst in the kind of mirror match. So yeah, I feel bad because when I will cover this game, man, I don't know how I will do it because I don't see myself covering 50 days of that trash stalemate.
Yeah. From my perspective, I just think that if you're in a winning position, it's up to you as the player to show your opponent that it is in fact winning. And if they're not convinced, i.e. they don't resign, they keep playing, and then you kind of have to do what you have to do. But I agree, it can be frustrating when you know you're winning and your opponent just refuses. They kind of hold you hostage in the game.
I crushed a Olaf player with Kindle in Assassin map, but I crushed him really hard. I almost had like 3 times his unit count. And the game went for like 40 days, but by like day 20 I knew I won. It was just dragging and I was like, when will he freaking resign?
Yeah. Yeah, folks, learn the healthy balance between like not giving up and then also resigning when you've lost. You kind of had to. Okay, so that's how I kind of dealt with the artillery problem. Is I got up all in its face by pure accident. It wasn't really by pure accident. It was the only plains tile that attacked this. So
While
in some
passing by the
sense,
forest because you didn't know if he had something in the forest.
yes, that is true. Yeah. Here I stick my tank out in the middle of nowhere.
Now you got Grim tanks, man. This is why 2 towers that contested is ridiculous. Some tier 4 seals like Jake's become like broken, and now it's just replay glitching. It has like 3 HP.
3 HP.
Maybe 2 HP.
Gotcha. Okay, here instead of backing up to this tank that I just kind of hung in the middle of the plains, I attacked this infantry. But actually, I think this is
kind of right because you got 2 towers, and in this map, having 2 towers almost means you won. Now it's not automatic; you can still lose if you got both towers, but in this map, having both towers means a lot. And it's rare I say that. It's really rare I say that. But right now, you're grim on planes without the weaker defense.
Yeah, I also have a battle copter backing it up as like a pseudo tank. So it's not really hanging that badly. But yeah, it's it doesn't have another tank as backup like it would in the ideal circumstance. But that's okay. It has some backup. What did I build here? 2 tanks and an infantry. I have 1k left.
I was right. 3 HP left.
Yes.
That's a grim tank for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, on a city, that's a lot of damage to be doing. Here you start obliterating my stuff, which, you know, naturally you would want to do that.
Now, I knew you had that tank there, but I felt like I was losing, so I already started doing stupid stuff there. Because he got both towers, and because I felt overwhelmed, so I'm like, he has both towers, I will try to beat him with economy, but we all know all that went. That's kind of bad. This map is really like poorly designed. It's godly awful. I don't know what person that made it top when you made it. But well, I made trash map as well in the past, so we cannot really blame it, but blame the person that thought it was Global League material.
Honestly, making maps that are good is kind of pretty hard. You can't just kind of go to the map editor and put down whatever and then hope it goes well. It's not. You have to really think about a lot of things, and you have to play test like crazy. So, and also Nintendo doesn't help at all. Like the maps they have by default in Advance Wars aren't really meant for, or the type of 1v1 gameplay that we enjoy as players.
Yeah.
Is those maps aren't ideal for that. So we kind of had to start from zero. All right, so honestly, like all this stuff going on the left, I don't have much of an answer for it. I can see that this is capturing. I imagine I damage it to delay the capture a bit, but we'll see. Nope, I decided to go for a capture of my own.
Which is fine, because you already got both towers, and you see I got my building there, so it's about time you get your own. And now, because you're Jake on steroids, you will probably leave it at 3. Oh, 2. I was
Ooh.
right. First medium tank out. This is kind of good.
Pack up on day 10. It's pretty reasonable. And I think a medium tank helps a lot deal with all of these threatening units that we have here.
I think you did take up faster than me in this game, because I felt a lot of pressure to get only one of the 2 tower. And then, okay, I question this. I know you're winning, but why did you do that? You just gave that unit. It's like a gift, you know?
I agree with you. I didn't see your tank here. So I was like, maybe he just has nothing, but that's unrealistic. I don't know why.
That's my HQ side. Never assume that. Never.
Yeah, that was...
I'm currently slapping someone around in that map because he had the same thought process. He sent like so many infantry by my HQ. He tried to get my HQ in both buildings. I wiped out all 3 infantry the same turn. And that's wiped out the engagement in the center. So I basically won that turn because... the guy was like, "Oh, it must be cleared." He goes there and it gets locked.
Actually, as someone who very recently went through a massive improvement process, I can say that probably the best advice I could give is don't throw your units into fog of war. Just because you can't see your opponent's threat doesn't mean it's not there. It's you gotta play cautiously and scope out the situation. Don't do stuff like this, you know.
And what do you have in support? 1 tank, 1 recon. What will you do if a medium tank shows up? Oh yeah, we will pack up and go back home.
Yeah, you can be content. I should have been content just having, you know, this tower and the 2 comm towers and, you know, this in the middle. Like, I have enough stuff to win with. I don't need to go out and throw it all away for no reason. Even though 1 infantry doesn't really throw it all away. I didn't mean to imply
it's still
that.
That like, extra infantry that matter in the unit count. Right now, you got a better unit count, but that will change this turn.
Yeah, so, you know, people, new players, they're kind of tempted to do stuff like this over and over again, and then they don't view it as throwing a unit away. And I think that's the main thing you got to get in your head. This literally is just sacrificing a unit.
Exactly. Now you see, if I had 1 tower, that infantry would die.
True.
1
so I guess I didn't
tower.
throw it away. It gave me vision.
But it's crippled. It's so crippled. Like, even if it survived, it's it's still very bad because now that infantry is disabled, and the best you can do is hide it in a forest hoping to trap something. Now, of course, you will trap something, I think. Well, I'm not quite sure, but I guess you will trap something. But you'd rather have it at full HP or at 9 HP somewhere chilling and waiting for the good moment than having that one infantry that has one purpose, trapping stuff.
Yeah, I completely agree. This is a Jess tank too. I can't believe this didn't take it out.
I don't have a tower, that's why.
Yeah. Alright, here you blow up that guy.
Not having a tower really changed everything.
Taking out my battlecopter, which didn't accomplish a single thing, actually. Yeah, no, it didn't accomplish a single thing.
Damage an infantry for 7 HP.
Yeah, no, this start looks really strong, honestly. Like,
yeah, I had a good start. It's my follow-up that is not great. Here we are back after some client where I work doesn't want to pay. Let's do this.
indeed. So where we left off is you just activated your power.
Yeah, because I know I can kill one tank, and even if it's one tank, that tank can change everything, and this will also give me extra defense.
Is it this tank you're targeting?
Exactly.
Yeah. That I figured. So we'll see it in action. Yep, that is indeed a dead tank. Can't deny it. Oh, slipping the artillery in there too.
So this is what I do. Even if I don't get crazy value out of turbocharge, just the extra movement is amazing. It's one of the best things about Jess, and this is why I like so much Jess. Despite her flaws, she's very fun. You can sneak around units and laugh. You're like, ha ha ha, I will hide this there.
Yeah, Jess has like a power, a regular power that's like usable, you know what I mean? Like you can both the regular power and the super are both good in different situations, and that gives you a lot of flexibility for how you want to play. It's kind of like an adder power,
yeah,
but only for her tanks. But like it's a Jess tank, so
it's stronger. And here's the thing, I think Jess, without her weakness with the infantry, she would be like probably tier 3.5, maybe 2.
I think she would be
3 and 2. The only reason
comparable
why
to Max.
she's 4, yeah, I think personally I have much more fun with Jess than Max, and I think Max is trash. But hey, in some maps he breaks the game because some maps are stupid. But Max as a seal is really boring. I barely play the guy. If you see me playing the guy, it's for the content, not for myself, because I know I barely play the guy. So sometimes I'm just like, you know what, I will pick Max just for the content, because Max is so boring. And just as fun, because her weakness outside of the infantry is not that bad. Like weaker air unit is fine because air unit are just good in general. Even when they got weaker firepower, battlecopters really do good against tank despite lower firepower. The only moment you would struggle with a weaker copter would be against weaker anti-air. Instead of killing like 2 or 3 HP anti-air, you would like damage it 2 damage so they remain alive because of your weaker firepower. But here again, the main purpose of a battlecopter is not finishing off anti-air, it's killing tanks and other units you like to smash.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. So let's look at the position right here. I think if I just blindly go up and attack this, I die to artillery.
Yeah.
So let's see if I end up doing that. Here I'm okay taking it slow. I'm not trying to attack that recon just yet. doesn't need to die just yet. Although, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of seeing everything I'm doing. Oh no, I can't see into the forest. So I have some deception available. You saw the medium tank though, so I don't know why I'm like trying to hide it as if you don't know I have it. What on earth is going on?
Glitch.
All right, should we refresh, see if that goes away, or does it stay?
So you need to redo the turn, but it should be fixed now.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
No, it's
Nope.
not. We will see. We will see on my next turn.
Okay.
Because of these forests, I cannot kill that tank.
I just attacked a anti-air with a recon. That's kind of wild.
That's fine because the anti-air is almost dead, so that's kind of fine.
Yeah. Okay, I do exactly the thing. I was like, I better not do this or I'll die to the artillery.
That tank is gone. So you see, my turbocharge lasted for longer than just one turn because now my artillery can strike back really hard.
Yep. Right, so this turn wasn't awful for me, but my center is about to collapse pretty badly if this stuff is going anything to go by. All right. You fire. Fire again. That thing is dead. Wow, that went down to 1 HP. That's
kind of fine. I'm just keep that in mind.
yeah, that's true. Actually, this did not collapse as quickly as I thought I was going to because your
that's
infantry.
Still very damaged. I cannot do much right now with that.
Yeah, no. I mean, I still have the same unit count, but they're all weak and on the verge. Like a small gust of wind will kill this infantry. So,
another really bad move on my part, but I was stressing out. I was like, maybe he has more infantry, maybe he has more stuff, and I'm really scared for my HQ because this map is trash. So you see, this move, I did it out of fear because this map is awful. And I do a lot of movement like that out of fear in this awful map. So you see,
what's funny here?
I don't watch the replays. That's why I didn't know you had that thing there.
Oh yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, that's
I never watch the
replays
because it's taking the game too seriously. That's the first reason. The second reason, well, I at that time in May, I still had like 80 plus games, and I toned it down to like 30 games in June because of the rotation that was quite awful. And now it's a bit more than 30 because this rotation is better than last month, but it's still a very bad rotation. Once we get a good rotation back, I will go back to 80 plus games.
Man, that's wild. 80 plus. I mean, I guess you have a lot of time to kill at work.
Yeah, and I really want to like have a lot of free plays ready, a lot of free plays. Even if I'm on hiatus right now as we record this, I have like 20 video ready for once I'm back. And the reason why I picked that hiatus is like to have a break, you know? So the last time I recorded something solo on my own was like last month. And 20 plus video are like collabs and stuff. Some are solo, but most of them are collabs. That's why I take that hiatus, because usually in a week I usually make roughly 20 videos. So they stack up a lot. I do a lot because I know I don't have the best replays out there, so at least I will beat people by number.
True. Quantity over quality right there.
Exactly.
By the way, we found out...
it.
we found out what happened to that infantry. I put it in the forest, and I don't know. I guess the replay didn't pick up on that, so it kept it on the city. But
Yeah.
that's where it actually is, which makes sense. Okay. Now I'm looking at the position right now, and I notice, like a couple turns ago, you had this like devastating looking push on this side that I thought I was like wondering how I could even compete with this. And then you shifted over to the middle front, but you left this anti-air and this recon on this side. But now I feel like this is like you kind of split off into two fronts, and this is like more. I could deal with this a bit more.
Yeah, the main
So your
reason why I
centers,
did that, I didn't want it to leave free like that wall area, because that would mean you would get the tower and you would be back at 2 towers. So that's why I left a few units behind. And I know that makes my dead ball in the center weak here, but at that point I know I won the center. At that point I'm like, okay, I'm winning the center. I also thought at that point I would win the game, but I didn't have a clear picture of the unit count at that point, and it's rare. Usually I am really good at gauging like my opponent's unit count, but since this map was brand new for me, that was really hard for me to gauge how many of your unit you had. And looking right now, we have both sides really good unit count. But as we were playing, I thought your whole army was collapsing. I will be right back.
yeah,
I will refill my water bottle. Keep
sure.
what you had to say in mind. So, I am back. What were you saying?
So I don't know how true what I'm about to say is, but I feel like once you have 3 tanks on the same front, that's a push. That's kind of like your opponent has to deal with this. This is like very threatening.
It depends on a lot of things.
True.
Your medium tank is the best option to deal with that push. However, you should know, even if you don't watch the replay, but just at the number of tanks you lost and the number of infantry you lost, you should know I got an indirect somewhere in that blob of unit. And here's the thing. That dead ball is really hard to deal with. So attacking it like front like that, it's a very bad idea. You need to do something about that dead ball, but attacking it is kind of bad. The best idea is to force to separate the troops by pressing on different areas, like pressing on the left and on the right. And this is something you do, but you probably didn't know it was the right thing to do. And it's normal. Even myself, by instinct, sometimes I do that and I don't even know that's the right thing to do. But when you see a huge dead ball, don't rush into it. You will just lose many units, and the best course of action is attack other fronts where you know there's nobody. This way you will force the dead ball to separate, or you will at least make it move elsewhere so you can try attacking the center.
Yeah, and this is still very very threatening. I don't mean to imply otherwise. Especially since all I have is infantry to deal with it by the end of this turn. Yeah, this is definitely a ball of death, that's for sure.
And the fact that I trapped my Raycon there was really bad for me, because that Raycon is essential and I will need a new one because I will be blind shortly. So this is another reason why players should take a look at the replays. But as I said, I don't take this game seriously. I just play for fun, and I play a lot of games. As I said, as we were playing this, I guess I was 80 plus, but I was going down to 30 like in the middle of it. So by that time, by day 12 in this game, I suspect that was the end of May, and by the end of May I was still at 80 plus. I really started like lowering down my number of games in June because I really didn't like the rotation, and I still don't like it this month. But it's much better. It's a much better rotation, but it's not good.
Right, yeah. So here I use my super. Let's see how. Okay, that's a one-hit KO.
The true question is why?
Why I just threw my tank out into the open?
Why did he use your super?
Oh, that is a fantastic question. So I think somewhere in my brain I was like, all right, I had to. If I attack this anti-air and I don't kill it, it's just kind of alive, right? And it has vision of whatever just attacked it.
Dude, you know I got tanks incoming, right? I have seen your tank. You should expect some visitors.
Oh, I figured out why I used this super. I can't reach this.
It's not worth it. It's not.
I can't reach this thing without it.
Why? Why? Oh no, that's not a good reason. That super is godly awful. I need to say it. That's the worst. The worst.
Yeah, no,
you know
honestly...
I got a dead ball. You know you don't have any units in the center. Why do you remain in the center instead of taking these units away elsewhere?
Okay, hold on. Let's run into the damage calculator real quick. I have to see something. Oh, I forgot I don't have keyboard control, so I have to manually do this. Okay. Alright, this kills if I use the super, and if I don't... Oh, it still kills. Alright, so it made no difference there. However, for this right here... Yeah, it ended up doing 3.
Doesn't
4.
matter.
Oh, okay.
You will lose everything this turn.
Wait, hold on.
I don't care. Look.
Okay, okay, this probably also kills. In retrospect.
That was the worst
I don't
turn
know.
ever, and at that point I thought I won. After seeing what you did, I was like, okay, you killed a bunch of infantries, you killed my vision, but who cares? I won the center.
Yeah, no, I feel like maybe the super helped kill some of those infantry.
Doing? Oh my!
It's finishing off the anti-air, of course.
Oh no!
Your unit count is suffering slightly more than it would have.
That recon will survive, or it will die, but it will be harder for me to kill it. Or maybe it will survive. I really don't know. All I know is that map is trash.
If you just attack this recon with your medium tank, it dies, guaranteed, right?
Yeah. But even with my tank, you're on a plane, I'm just with a tower. I kill your recon.
Yeah, I don't know.
If the map was better, I would be able to kill your tank with my medium and your recon with my tank. But I think I need to do shenanigans to achieve that goal.
Alright, here you blew that up.
I will need to use my anti-air to finish off that tank. Which is kind of trash because of the map. Okay, here I think I did a huge mistake. I was blind and I just threw tanks there without my artillery support. I should have remained in range of my thing, but even there. Oh, you got that second tank. So you did an awful turn the previous turn, but this turn around, my turn wasn't that great either.
here you build another medium tank. So we're both at 2. I think that's just a coincidence. Okay. Alright, so right now you have 3 anti-air. And I am not building any copters.
It's one too many. That's another thing I realized after that. I'm like, I overkilled these anti-air. Maybe that's the map hatred. Sometimes I do stupid stuff in maps I don't like. That's the only explanation I got right now.
Over the course of this game, I felt like there were just anti-air coming out of every corner, like ants. Like it was, it was ridiculous.
The right
how many
number
anti-air
is
I had
2.
to kill.
So I overkilled that because reason.
Ooh, going for the audacious luck roll. I don't think even the luckiest roll in the world kills there, but
you're right, it doesn't.
Oh, I was like, how do I have vision of that? My recon is right there. Duh. Okay, going to the forest. Also, I would like to pose a question here. Why is it that the first thing I did like this turn, one of the first things I did was build an artillery? Why did I prioritize that?
I don't know.
I have no idea. Anyway, here's how the turn ended. So let's take stock of the current situation. I'm 1 unit up. That's the infantry that I built at the beginning. You have higher unit value than me. I have 2k more income at the moment, which I'm looking at.
At that point, you already have a good lead despite lower value. It's only because you lost a lot of infantries and you had time to build value with your 3 units, tank, artillery. So at that point, it's really close. Nobody's really winning, but well, you actually have a small lead. You have a small lead because you got the economy, but I got the value. So you have a very small lead, but that's enough for me to lose at some point. But right now, it's really even.
Yeah. I would say either player could win this, depending on what happens.
Now, I will be honest, that turbocharge wasn't really good, because I didn't take that many good engagement. But I did it because I was like, oh, anti-air, go boom tank. That's why I did it.
I mean, hey, that's as good of a reason as any.
But
here you get trapped.
I think I will not move my artillery, and this will make that move worse. I should be less afraid, and I should have sent my artillery in the forest there. Looking back, that was kind of a mistake. Even if I exposed it, that would mean you would need unit to take care of it after you found it.
Yeah,
so
very true.
The artillery would at least keep 2 of your unit occupied, which is great. Maybe 3. So leaving that artillery there was really bad as a move. But as I play, I don't really notice that kind of stuff. I only notice it after my once we go over the replays. Sometimes I'm like, why? And that's the good example. Why?
Okay, so you build a 3rd medium tank, and you know, Jess medium tanks are pretty powerful units. I only have 2 medium tanks of my own.
Now, I need to say something before we go over this turn. I think the 3rd medium tank was overkill. Looking back, I don't have any recon. And at that point, I thought I was winning. That's why I didn't really bother or care. But that's kind of bad. I wasn't really winning. I should have went like recon, maybe battlecopter and 2 infantry, something like that. But 3 medium tank in my state lacking the vision, because let's be honest, I don't have that much vision. Like tanks and NTR are my vision. I should have went for a recon instead of that medium tank. So this is just looking back, it's kind of bad. And now I see two messages. I'm wondering, I won't read them, but okay, that's someone else. Okay, I will look into it after. But yeah, I think my build this turn were kind of bad. Your build at that point were much better than mine. And this is one of my weaknesses. The longer a game will be, the worse I become. So let's just keep going. Do you have anything else you would like to add after what I just said?
No, not in particular, because, you know, what's funny is, one way to deal with the medium tanks is to build copters, but you have, like, a ton of anti-air, so that's kind of discouraged.
Yeah.
So this is... I think if you have extra anti-air, it also kind of makes some sense to build extra medium tanks, because then the only thing I could really touch these with is my own medium tanks, and in a tank v tank war, Jake doesn't have the best chances.
Yeah, but as I said, I'm blind at that point, so even if I go medium tank, even if I'll tank you, I don't have the vision, and that's my biggest sin. And I think at that point, that's why you are in a good position. You got vision. You got much more vision than me, just because of that recon there you got on the left. So one recon can truly give you a lot of intel, and it can truly help you a lot.
Yeah, hold on. It's lagging a little. I'm trying to compare vision here. I have to go over the whole turn again. Okay. I saw a little flash of it, and yeah, you're right. I see a bit more than you do at the moment.
I think that's the start of my downfall here. My lack of vision.
Yeah, I don't know. This artillery has a good shot on that tank. Like, even still, I guess you need to see it first, but here I built a Neo tank. I forgot I did this.
That's kind of good. But
yeah, no,
now I need to go back something. One moment.
Sure, I was trying to unblue it, sorry.
So, here we are.
Alright. So, how do I respond here? What on earth am I doing with these infantry?
I don't know.
I think I'm getting vision.
Looking your own building, I really don't know.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to get vision of things to figure out where to place my artillery, but this is... What am I doing? This is a very questionable play.
You see, if I had a recon out... But that's funny, because now I got a recon out, so this means I realized my lack of vision fast, but too late, despite realizing it too late.
Yeah, so I took a couple kills in the center here, and then just kind of chilled everywhere else this turn, is I guess the conclusion here. So I guess it's sort of good in that I didn't overextend. Now this tank right here, if you get vision of it, that's trouble for me. But yeah, hopefully you don't.
I don't think I will. Maybe I will, because I got a recon.
Yeah, you have a recon right there. We'll see what direction it goes.
So now the state of the game is much better for me. But that recon I have came in very, very late.
Yeah, I just hung that artillery for no reason at all.
Oh, I should have moved my recon instead of my medium tank to have that vision, so this is kind of a big misplay.
Oh, true. Because then you would have just blasted this. And
yeah.
I don't know, that would have been very close to
I think if I blasted your medium tank away, I would have won at that point, and it's sure now, but because that medium tank survived, that will hurt me a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Here you build another medium tank.
Yeah. Medium
Oh,
tank, baby.
wow.
Look, at some point in a game, you just want to spam these. That's the point for me.
True. Once you're making 18,000 a turn, it's like, wow, you mean I can increase my unit count by 3 per turn and also spam medium tanks?
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Why on earth do I use the power? Let's try to deduce before I actually like execute on it here. It might make it slightly easier to take out this anti. I have no idea. Let's see what I do.
Why?
Okay, hold on. Hold on.
It's not really bad, but it's not good either.
Okay. This is not a guaranteed kill unless I use the power. I remember this. That is actually literally the only reason I used the power this turn.
Okay.
I wanted to deny your vision
Okay.
without having to spend like 2 units on denying
Look,
your vision.
This is not really good. But
I know it's not like a super high value power use. I am well aware of that.
well, that will help you a lot, but only because you got better vision than me.
Yes.
That's basically vision made you win, not that specific move, because that's kind of bad. Let's be real, like sacking you 7 HP medium tank for a recon.
I mean, I don't know if one of the problems with your position right now is that you don't have vision, and I help cement that. Yeah,
I can make
I
another
don't know. It's a
recon
very
for 4K, but having a new medium tank for you would spend your entire turn.
yes, that is true.
So
That's a good point.
It's in this specific situation, it helps you a lot, but there are better use. There are better things to do.
Yeah. I'm not gonna pretend like that was like a super great power move.
But that medium tank engagement was really good. That one was really strong.
Yes, I agree. Wait, let's backtrack here. I just want to see something real quick. Okay. So if I'd moved here instead, okay, I guess it's not a kill either way.
But moving on to CD, it's a special case here. Usually moving on CDs is always better than planes, even if you're Jake. But here's the thing, I'm Jess, and this is not that far from the base. So it's really risky to move on that CD, but I kinda understand you wanted defense, and this is really good. Like, tagging from CDs, usually that's what I recommend. But in this specific case, because this is a contested CD, it's not really great.
Well, yeah, and plus I used my power, so I would have gotten a 20% boost on the planes. But as it turns out, it doesn't. It might get you down to 2 HP.
Yeah.
With the right luck roll,
Maybe
but it's not.
actually, if you eye roll.
Wait, hold on.
If you eye rolled, oh no, 2 HP. You're right.
Yeah, hold on.
2 HP. You're right.
Just make sure. Yeah.
2
HP because this had no chip damage on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just wanted to make sure. But yeah, that was definitely a good engagement either way. Pretty satisfied with that move.
That new tank is fire.
Fire like good or fire
Good.
like something else? Okay.
When we say fire here in Canada, as French Quebecer Canadian like me, we say fire when it's good.
No, yeah, we say that too, but I wanted to just make sure there wasn't some advanced wars lingo that I wasn't aware of.
Maybe I would have said like fired, then it's kind of bad if you're fired, but hey, I didn't said
I don't know.
fired.
Hold on. Did I really not move this tank?
Yes.
Yeah, I forgot to move this tank before moving on to my next turn.
Play.
Amazing move. Wait, no. Yeah? Hold on.
That play gave you the game, bro.
Move, build, move. Next turn? Okay,
Oh,
I
you
did
moved
move it. Just replay glitch. Got it. Alright, so here you use your turbocharge again.
I want to make sure that medium tank dies.
Yes. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh,
wait, I still...
wrong order again.
Oh, wait. Could you have gone for that one?
I should
Oh,
have
you
went
totally
for the
could've.
building before that.
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah,
I
there
should
we
have
go.
capped this before and see that medium tank. Oh my, it's... Sometimes. Let's keep going.
Yeah. Let's do it. Yeah, it's a lot easier for these tanks to reach this than, I mean, it's still in range, but you could have blocked it with another unit.
Actually, looking back, that power was kind of trash. All I did was killing that medium tank. This is not bad, but this is not enough. Like, at that point, turbocharge should kill a lot of stuff. The later the game will be, the better your power and super should be.
Can I ask, why did you not attack this medium tank with this medium tank?
I was blind. I didn't see it.
Oh, okay.
That's
okay.
why I'm dumb. I went for the building after I moved the medium tank.
Yeah, if you had watched the replay, there's no chance he would have made that move. But...
Exactly, and that medium tank would be bye-bye, go bye. But that's on me again, because I don't take the game too seriously.
Right. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so... You have a 5-unit count advantage right now, so I gotta take
but
some
look
stuff
at the
out.
value. That's the thing. Right now, at that point in the game, value matter. Now, unit count is as important as value, but you got more vision and you got more value. So this means you can do really good. And I think this is the turn you win, but I didn't realize it, or I was too proud and pride was my default. Regardless, yeah, that's the turn you win.
Finally taking that artillery out. That artillery got crazy value though.
Yeah.
So it lived a good life.
Paid itself back like 4 times.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, nothing too obscene. We're back even with unit count, and I have higher value.
And you got better
Things
income.
are... Yeah, I do have better income. Yeah, this is actually swinging
As I
in my
said,
favor
this
a
is
little
the turn
bit.
you won. But I think I realized a few turns after that I was losing, but yeah, pride, brah, pride.
It's alright, it gets the best of us. Alright, move on to the next turn. Here you capture that, and you're continuing to capture this.
I'm blind
you do
again.
get that.
Yeah, this is just awful. I look at this. This is just awful. If you want, we can move like to the day 28. I think this one lasted 30.
Yes, it did last 30.
So let's move to 28. I lost. It's crystal clear at that point.
Yeah, actually, I'm interested in when does this Neo tank die? I think you come over at some point with some medium tanks and get it, but I mean, honestly, it's not a foregone conclusion just yet.
That's a really strong new thing. That new thing really helped you out a lot, and you could afford that kind of unit with 20k, and I could not.
Yeah, now we're even in income though after the previous turn that passed.
Yeah, but I took like too long to match your income, and this stacks up. So now I do some kind of comeback, but that's only for a few turns. It will collapse again at some point. Yeah, I'm really bad at longer games.
Yeah, no, honestly, like this right here is definitely a strong position. I mean, this is stuff I had to deal with, no doubt.
Yeah.
And I only have 2 medium tanks to deal with your 5.
2 of them are crippled, but in count, yes, they are 5.
Yes, that's true. Worth noting. Here I use my super for
after moving your medium tank. The
yeah.
best super ever. But that super will be really good because I think you almost killed that thing, but you'll kill it soon. And that medium tank will just do crazy damage to my medium tank.
An HP infantry taking out 8 HP infantry. Yeah.
That was deadly. Oof.
I have no idea why that made a difference, but whatever.
That really helped you a lot. So that super was really strong. Much better than most of my turbocharge this game. I'm not quite sure about that. Instead of attacking that medium tank, I would have gone for the other one on the city. So 2 medium tank are heavily damaged, and that would leave only 1 full HP, but you don't know yet I have it. But that medium tank was already at 7 damage. Now, granted you killed it, but I still got a full 9 HP medium tank, and 9 HP medium tank is not 10, but it's still very, very good.
Yeah, that's true. And I leave that recon alive, so you still have vision.
Yeah.
But overall, not a bad turn.
You really flipped the table with that turn. Because now we are even in income and volume. And you also forced me into moving away my units to heal.
Here you see my artillery.
Yeah.
And you have a
charge to kill it. I think I low rolled with this one.
Yeah, no, that let's bust out the damage calculator.
Yeah, I low rolled. You
wait.
Should have died.
Yeah, wait, what's going on here? Did I forget something in this damage calc?
It's right. No.
Wait,
Maybe
how is that possible?
I don't know. Maybe a glitch.
Oh. I have no idea.
You're damn
honestly.
right. Maybe a glitch.
It might be a glitch. Maybe I don't have that artillery there at all, and it'll show next turn.
It clearly survived because my Raycon killed it. So there was a glitch.
Wait, what?
In the game there was a dang glitch. Are you kidding me?
Should we report this?
That artillery survived because of a glitch. Oh my, I think it's the first time I see that. But usually I never use damage calculator because I'm good at guessing numbers. But oh my, that was trash.
No, that's bizarre. I've also never seen that before. Okay. We'll go kind of fastish, but I feel like there's a key turn somewhere where I'm like, um, honestly, right now your center strong, your right side is much stronger than mine, even though it's not like super strong. This left is the only place where you're really losing at the moment.
And that's the side with the tower.
That's true. But it's only one tower, you know, you could get this other one and then we'd be, again, even on comm towers.
Yeah.
Here I hang infantry, but...
He's like, let's die for the country.
Wait, what even has vision? Oh my god, anti-air have 2 vision?
Yeah? You didn't know.
Okay, I kind of thought they had 1 this whole time.
I knew it forever they had 2.
Yeah, you probably actually pay attention, that's why. Yeah, that's bye-bye medium tank. There. Okay. Alright.
So this turn around, it's kind of fine on my side.
Yeah, I agree with you. You have more unit value than me. We're even on income. You have a much higher unit count. I guess that means my unit value density is higher than yours, but like
Yeah.
I don't even think that matters or is a real thing.
Ah, you get my tower.
Yeah, no.
This
Actually,
map
this is pretty huge.
So awful. This map
Unless
is
you try to
godly
stop it with the
awful. You
battle
played
copter.
well, but this map is godly awful.
Here you go, turbocharge. I am not entirely sure why. Oh, maybe
I
that's
wanted
why.
to reach it.
And you take out that copter. Pretty good. I remember this turn very fondly.
I think at that point I thought I won. Yeah, at that point I was like, I won.
Yeah, no, I mean, you have a bunch of medium tanks in my territory at like high HP. Actually, it's kind of a miracle I clawed my way out of this, to be honest with you.
I think it's because you don't give up as fast as me.
I'm like, in order to hang in this, I need another medium tank. So I think this is the turn where I attack this and I build one out of this base, I think. And then it's like ready to attack yours, which is kind of funny. Okay. Tell me I take this out. Okay, thank you. I don't know why I moved this infantry here. Oh, I guess blocking it in.
To block the medium thing.
Alright. Wait. Let's go back to this. Um, 38 to 43, so I could be at 5 or 6 HP. I go down to 5. Okay, it wasn't a bad roll or anything. That just did less damage than I expected.
Yeah.
But I guess I'm bad at estimating compared to you. Alright, you have many anti-air, and I have a medium tank. I wonder who wins that confrontation.
Anti-air power. Feel
Okay,
the power.
what do you think? What do you think of this attack right here?
I wanted to lower your HP. I thought it was a good idea because when we lower a medium tank HP, we render it useless for longer. So that was what I really wanted. I think I had a decent roll, so now instead of having a 7 HP medium tank, you got a 5 HP medium tank. Now, looking back, I think I didn't remove that medium tank because I thought you would resign soon. So, my guess it's maybe a show of power to lower that medium tank down. Because I think the better choice would be taking my 3 HP elsewhere. But here again, I understand why I did it. I lower your medium tank HP down, and this is good in itself.
It does help build my power meter, which has gone back up very fast. But yeah, I see the mentality for it. I get it. I just feel like, I guess knowing that I built a medium tank right here.
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. It looks worse than it actually was.
As I said, my biggest flaw in this game was really the vision. I had vision problem for like most of it.
Why did I go off the city?
I really don't know.
Okay, and then I activate Block Rock.
Why?
Fantastic question.
You didn't like my anti-air, did you?
Why did I attack that one? I don't know. I guess it doesn't. It's
You're like,
fine.
Battlecopter time! Not even the Battlecopter, are you kidding me? You go out of your way to damage all of my anti-air, and you don't make any air unit. Shocking moment.
Yeah, I don't know. That super was questionable.
Yeah.
All right.
Here
so you
again,
start capturing.
I am freaking blind.
All right, so now you have 2 9 HP medium tanks, and I kind of like figure out that you have 2 in this area left that I need to worry about. So I'm like, all right, I need to keep track of those 2 and then make sure that they that I deal with them or that they die somehow. So I'm aware of what I must do.
You had both towers again, which is kind of crazy.
Yes, but you're about to capture one of them back. So I have 1 turn to act.
Man, I overkilled the anti-air. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, no,
I think
again.
I was scared by a bomber. That's
These
the
anti-airs.
only explanation why I got that many anti-airs. That's the only explanation. I'm like, maybe he has a bomber.
Ooh.
But this turn, you got 2 towers. So this is a really good turn for you, just because you got 2 towers.
Yeah, I think that tank kill right there, the 1 HP tank on the 1 HP tank, doesn't happen if I don't have both comm towers. If I had to take a wild guess,
that tank would have
assume.
died. I can tell already. If I had both tower or one of the 2 at least, your tank would have died.
Oh, no. I mean, if I didn't have the towers, this attack right here, I don't think that would have killed.
Yes, that would have killed. Even
you think okay.
Yeah. You're only
Never mind then.
You're Jake.
Okay, yeah.
This engagement there is kind of crazy. Because this is the 8 HP tank. This deals the amount of damage a regular tank does.
Oh yeah, I'm on a plane with 2 comm towers. Yeah, that's pretty devastating. Okay, I do build a battlecopter here, and I also build an infantry on top of my tank, so the tank can ride, the infantry can ride the tank, I guess. I don't know, just a glitch, the replay. All right, here you continue capturing. Recon is right in the middle of my stuff, and you can see like everything. Turbocharge yet again. There's a lot of that going on. That is pretty awful for me. My plan is no longer... It's going to be harder to execute on keeping track of these two medium tanks and making sure they die. Alright, so here you again try to capture this. I think I definitely stop it, but you're ahead of me in income right now.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a funny little moment right here. Is I swing the tank over and then fire. If I just stay on this plane,
You kill
it still kills, and then you don't have vision of my tank.
Yeah.
So, not sure exactly why I did that, but
The
not a huge
defense
deal.
star, I'm guessing. And that was
Yeah, I guess
also
I was
my
in...
medium tank. If I clear the path, I kill your tank.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Now, if you
can
attack from
manage
the
to-
city, you're pretty sure my 6 HP cannot kill your tank.
Okay, yeah. Then there's a justification for it.
Here again, I'm blind. I don't know what's going on.
Oh my god, this doesn't kill.
This is what happens when you don't have 2 tower. Now you know.
Exactly. You don't you don't get these very unexpected kills that wouldn't normally happen. It's kind of crazy. It's like you're playing a normal game on a good map.
This is why this map is awful.
Okay, my medium tank is dead now.
This one needed to die, you know?
Yeah. You
I
had
have
4
many
attackers
ants
on
here.
it.
Let's have a good use out of them.
My favorite is when you manage to get 5 attackers on the same unit. One of the attackers dies in the process just to kill one of your opponent's units. That's when you know that unit had to die. Okay, so you're ahead on income and unit value and count. Well, okay, let me take my turn.
Everything will collapse this turn.
Yeah.
I remember it because he got that medium tank. No, everything collapsed right now. I'm losing vision. I'm losing unit. Oh my, this is the slaughterhouse, man. This is what happened when you're blind. If I remember
this
the title
killed...
for this one, I will mark down. You need to be, you need recon. The blind guy fight Jakester.
Honestly, I feel like this is the turn where this is the losing move right here, is bundling up on this medium tank, because you don't kill it, and then your own medium tank is left on very low HP.
Well, I kill your medium tank.
Okay, yeah,
that was kind of bad, but yeah, what really killed me is the lack of vision.
Yeah.
Instead of that medium tank, I should have gotten a recon.
I think this turn right here isn't so devastating though if you still if you just retreat those medium tanks, then all of a sudden this is still very playable for you, and you have an income advantage. So eventually, you know, theoretically, I will lose. But, you know, in practice, maybe not. Hold on. Is there a better way I could have sequenced this? So what I could have done was move this into the forest first. This kills, right? 5 HP onto. And then attack from the plains, and then I would have killed this without having to swing this
Or
tank
attack
over.
with the bottom infantry as well.
Oh yeah, that too. Forgot that was there. Okay.
That turn you won.
Yeah, this was definitely the winning turn. This...
You can already move to the end. I'm just the guy that has too much pride to resign.
Yeah, yeah. No, I think earlier when you said, you thought you were losing, I don't think you actually were. I think that was playable. But now you're definitely losing. And that one turn really is convincing. So yeah, let's sort of skip ahead here. I don't know. The position that you resigned in, I remember looking at it and thinking like, was it really that bad?
Yes. Move. Move. Move.
And
It's
then
the
right
max,
here.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I got the income lead, but I am losing in the vision department, and you are currently picking some of my buildings. So here's the thing. I know I am losing this building, so this will mean we will be even in income, and it's kind of bad. But something else is the unit count. Now, even if I'm kind of bad in this map to gauge or to guess my opponent unit count, I kind of knew I was losing because I was blind for most of the game and I knew it. So at that point I was like, okay, I'm losing a building, I'm blind, he probably has more unit than me, and I was kind of tired and pissed off at the map. So there's a mixed bag of many reasons. I was blind, you were picking my buildings, I struggled most of the game. I felt like my pride got in the way of the game, because the game should have ended like the moment where you blew up everything I had. You know what I'm talking about, like day 26-ish, 25. So
Yeah.
I dragged on until that point, and I was like, there's no way I'm coming back, and I don't want to. I don't like the map enough to come back or to try coming back. And I also didn't know what you had in near my HQ, and because this map is shit and I don't have the resources to protect the HQ, then I'm like, okay, I will just resign. I wasn't in control of any fields because you had vision there and you had units there. You also had unit I don't see, but I know you got these because obviously I lost my medium tank, and it's not for no reason. So I was looking at the board, what I see. I count the unit I see: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Only based on the unit I see, I know for fact we are similar in unit count, but that's only the unit I see. And since I was blind for most of the game, I assume you probably had like 10-ish unit I don't see. And I was right. You had 11 unit I was not able to see. So I was near with my calculation, despite being kind of bad to guess the number of units. Because I always keep track on both sides unit count. Sometimes I'm good at it, sometimes I'm bad. But at that point I was kind of good with this one. I was like, okay, I'm probably falling apart behind him, and I don't see that much. I don't have the resources to keep the center or to protect the HQ, and I was tired of this game and map.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I feel you. Yeah, I could see a resignation here. Now, one thing I did not notice was you built a bomber. Was that last turn or this turn? That was last turn. So was that like a I give up bomber, or was that like a last ditch effort to come back? Okay, I guess. All right, yeah. So my thoughts right now. It finally happened. I won. Obviously, we won the. There was another game where I also beat you, but that was this was the first Global League game where I beat you. So
yeah,
I'm proud of myself that I managed to finally do it.
You improved a lot. I must say it. You improved a lot. You became much better. Now I think it's a much more even ground, and we will see in the future game. But I think you maybe have surpassed me, but that will take a few wins in a row. or maybe we are more equals. I think now what is sure and certain, we are more equals than what we used to be. But we will see in future game if you really surpass me.
Yeah, and I think there were a couple of things you did in the game, like for example when that recon got trapped on this tank that you should have seen if you would just looked at the replay. I know you don't look at replays, but what I'm saying is like my level play wasn't like significantly higher or anything like that compared to yours in this game. There were just a couple of mistakes that you made, and I could see you maybe not making mistakes like those in future games. So it's definitely still a contest here.
I just don't, because I don't bother. I play for fun, and I feel like when I use all the tools I got, it's taking the game too seriously, and that's just not me. I like to be honest and real. That's part of who I am. So if I start looking at the replay, I will feel like a liar. You know what I mean? It's not
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
not
that's
me.
fine.
And it's also why we will go back to the number of video I make. I know I don't polish my video, and I don't care, because that's not who I am. So that's also why I'm like, I will outnumber the others.
Yeah. But even there are some things that, don't involve watching replay, like when you had that infantry that could have gone to this city or this city, and you chose this one, even though this one would have been better, things like that you could have... I could easily see a game where you don't make that same mistake, and then you gain a little advantage from not making that mistake, and then, we're still definitely around the same ballpark.
We are more
I feel like
equals than what we used to be. That used to be like
yeah,
a lot of one-sided stuff. But the last 3 games, even if the third out of the 3 we speak about, I have seen improvement. So even if you just won 2 out of the last 3, I have seen improvement. So you're in the right track.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're the person I've been talking to the most regarding playing this game well, so you have yourself to thank, really.
That's good then, and I think I need to thank my experience in all the guests I had. Count by, Go7, Advanced Warrior, all these guests, they all participated on improving me and you.
Yep. Those guys' advice trickled down to help me as well. Yeah. So yeah, thanks, and thanks to the audience for watching this video. Have a good one.
Like, comment, and subscribe. As usual, you can find Jakester channel in the description below. And have a great day, everyone.